I don't think we have enough snow on the way to make the mountains in Connecticut happy, although I think at this point they will settle for whatever they can get. And we feel for them, and they're doing the best that they can. I went to ski sundown last week. It looked great. 41 degrees in Hartford, 44 the current temperature for the New Haven area. Heading through the evening tonight, we'll see showers become more numerous, especially after around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and areas of rain and snow across Connecticut on Friday. Elevation dependent. So if you're at the shoreline, you're just getting rain. If you're in the valley locations, most of us are seeing mostly rain, although there could be a brief period of snow, especially if you live close to the I-84 corridor. And then sunshine, I'm really excited about this, returns this weekend. Doesn't it feel like it's been forever since we've seen the sun? Temperatures right now in the upper 30s to low 40s, 41 in Hartford, 44 for the New Haven area. But we're starting to see those temperatures tumble a little bit. You're seeing some showers back through eastern Pennsylvania and another round coming out of Ohio as well, and that's heading our way. So here are those showers. This is 6 o'clock in the morning, and I really want to point out that most of the state is just getting rain for the morning commute. However, the exception is parts of the northwest and northeast hills. This computer model really just hinting at the very highest elevations of northwest Connecticut. If that happens, consider it a bonus for others in Litchfield County. But I would prepare just in case for the chance of slippery conditions because temperatures are just so borderline. For much of the state, they'll be above freezing, but in the hills, they're just so much closer. Then as the storm progresses, we might be able to pull in enough colder air to either see some mixing or switch some towns from rain over to snow. And you'll notice here on our guidance that most of that is around and north of I-84. This is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe some flakes in the Hartford area, although it would likely have a tough time sticking, and still some snow showers in northeastern Connecticut. Meantime, things are drying out in western areas, and by, I'd say, between 2 o'clock in far western Connecticut and 4 o'clock in eastern areas, this is all moving out of here. Taking another look at those temperatures, and again, notice by 7 a.m., most of the state is above freezing, but it's going to be awfully close in areas like Heartland, in areas like Stafford, where temperatures will get close to the freezing point. And this is why we think these are the areas where the snow may have a little bit of an easier time sticking. Meantime, in other areas like Hartford, for example, even if we do see a brief period of snow, it's going to have a tougher time sticking to the roadways at least. So a coating to a couple of inches possible. Honestly, this is kind of somewhere in the middle of our guidance. Some have more snow for northwestern Connecticut, and others have, towards the lower end of this spectrum. Right now, because of those borderline temperatures, I think this is a good estimate at this point, but check in with the Fox 61 Morning Show crew. They will for sure let you know if there's any updates to the forecast. And then heading into tomorrow night, as temperatures drop, any wet areas could turn slippery, but I'm sure that the road crews are going to be out and about salting and sanding. Taking a look at your Saturday, yay, partly cloudy skies, highs in the low to mid 40s, your 7-day forecast. I feel like this forecast is sponsored by the sun. I'm so excited. Upper 30s on Sunday, and we're back in the mid 40s for Monday and Tuesday of next week. It does turn cooler by this time next week, though, guys.